not the flash we will love to see. But yeah, we are now in the game, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if we're going to get treated to any fast first bloods, and maybe we will, as Monster has been caught out, slowed from the gush into a stun, and there is just no chance here for the Rubik to survive. Meteor Bob is actually the one to get the first blood, and maybe they're coming in for a bit of retaliation here from Riyadh Chefs. The stroke actually lands onto like 4 heroes, so it's good damage, but not really any follow-up to go for a kill. So pretty decent start there for Gamax here.
Yeah, Weaver may not give you the whole lot, but the other 4 are fantastic fighters. They're very famous. Basically, sorry, Phoenix negates early damage. Megaway, you know, look, he's got 900 health. Jesus. And of course, if Replicate gets a shield crash on a couple of heroes, he's also gonna have a big barrier. So you don't really have very impressive. Like Rubik is garbage. Grimstroke is whatever, Spectre's whatever, so yeah, I can see why they don't want to engage in this 5-on-5 if they can help it. And they want more. Oh, this might be attacker.
He's found the really key target of the next Prophet. Replicates is charging on through, shield crash will slow. They're really doubling down to try and get this kill, and they will manage to find it. Down goes the Nature's Prophet before anyone from Riyadh Chefs can make a difference there. And that's 2 kills from Gamax. Mid laner also dying is a fantastic start there for Replicate. Doesn't get the kills for either of them, but even still, 2 assists, extra gold, extra XP. He'll take it.
And to be fair, in this game on a Phoenix, I feel like you always, if you can get hand of mice on the Phoenix, it's so good. Like, this is a very level-based hero. You don't really care much about your items, but if you can get that level 20, you have the shard, you do amazing damage. So, very good for them. They can get it. It's not ideal that your sports gets it, but at least there's 2 sports who can kind of benefit from it. Ish.
Yeah. Ish. Ish. Yeah. Well, we'll see if they do go down that Hand of Midas route. I feel like every single time I try and do Hand of Midas in my support games, I just get shouted at, man. You know, I just want to play professionally just so I can build ridiculous items, and people says that it's good, it's meta. You know.
Oh, a 3rd kill. And I know what you mean, right? Like you're playing Ogre Magi, and they're like, oh, you want to go find myself? I'm like, yeah, who doesn't? It's so good. The gold, everything. They're like, oh, yeah, you want to go for it? Yeah, it's the best item. Oh, man, top lane, very famous. I think he might be losing his life.
Yeah,
he does.
Just gets right-click down. He was sort of going back and forth, maybe trying to get the finish on towards Mendy, but can't get it. Instead, they're going to try and set up for a kill onto Megaway as well. The Inkswell will land, the right click's coming in, the Kraken Shell keeping them alive. 1 more hit is all they need, and Kudos will get it. Double kill there for the Spectre, so sure, Gamax had a pretty good start, but the enemy carry getting a double kill was not great.
Not at all. Oh dear. And kind of felt like maybe they, I'm not gonna say they didn't need to do that, it's just that it feels a little bit more avoidable than some of the kills we've seen. You know, it's like maybe the very famous could have gone back a little bit. Megaway didn't have to play like that. And Monster Kill gets a kill on Meteor Bob. So all of a sudden we have equalized the kills across the board. It's 3 for 3. Gamax still ahead in terms of net worth, but not by a whole lot. And there's a disconnect from the Weaver. He's like, ah, can't believe you did that again, Bob. I'm not playing anymore.
Yeah, that really does remind me of my pubs. You die, you carry disconnects, pauses, and doesn't come back. Okay, no.
It's over.
It's over. That's it.
It's like when in Rocket League, I don't know if you played the game, but someone scores the first 7 seconds, and your partner's like, "That's it. There's no comeback." You know, it's impossible. You're like, we have 4 minutes of game left. He's like, "No, it's over."
God, that game used to tilt the hell out of me. The amount of times people would spam "what a save" when you didn't save something. Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't know what game's more toxic, to be honest. Dota 2, pubs, or Rocket League. I haven't got a clue. They're so damn close.
My favorite part of Rocket League is when you see a replay of a ball going in, and then you see the goalkeeper move as it just goes in. He's like, oh, wait, it's coming. You're like, yeah. You could have moved like 3 seconds earlier and blocked it.
Even still, it's looking like a relatively good start here for Gamax still. Top 2 position on the CS chart is for them. Obviously, the Weaver being the big one there. And with a kill to their name, Forever's having a tremendous start. Owned Me, he's doing fine as well, 10-1. Do you think this could be the sort of game where rather than going for like a Blink Dagger, like gank setup build, Owned Me might go for like a fast Shadow Blade to set up for that global presence of the other 2 cores?
I think you still want the Blink Dagger. I think you still want the Blink Dagger if you can get it. I just wonder if he's... I think like it's a tough game for Own Me in the laning phase. You're up against 2 ranged heroes. You know, if you're getting close, there was a wave of tear as well as the bugs on the swarm on you. So Oni is taking quite a bit of damage, and he's just gonna be fine. Like, he can't land it, poor guy. Not his fault, I mean, obviously, just that level 1 lift is such a joke of a spell.
It's awful. Like hardly any sort of lift duration, and the distance is crap. I mean, even if they did get the skewer, the Sakuchi was still going for a while, so he probably would have been able to run out regardless. But
oh, they wanted to go for it.
Yeah. Turning around, Monster in danger. The bugs not going to be able to get rid of it fast enough, and will just die. Owned me as well. Can he actually escape? Another Sakuchi up in a second, but Forever says, I do not want to be diving tier 1 towers. And he will just let that one go. I mean, he doesn't need to dive it. You got a free kill. You took hardly any damage yourself. You forced more resources out from me. The salve even getting cancelled there from Bob long range. Oh, that is really, really brutal. This game, I mean, actually, game number 1, Gamax had a good start in that game as well. And then after laning phase, that's when Riyadh Chefs actually started becoming a scary team. So if they're not careful here from Gamax, the same thing might happen. You know, they've got to get their lead and they have to hold on to it.
Yeah, I mean, this like okay. Here's one of the reasons why Rubik has been phased out of the meta. He's kind of a garbage laner. You know, he's not amazing. Like, he's not the worst in the game. There are much worse, but he is not impressive. And you put him with the Magnus, who's up against 2 range heroes. You can see why he's suffering quite a bit. I mean, I say that he's got 25 CS, but in terms of net worth, doesn't feel like he's really doing that well. And they might get another kill here on Monster.
They're gonna try to, but looks like they're not actually gonna bother diving too far for the Rubik. I guess Omi was just putting his body in front of his support, just trying to make a bit of space, and yeah, we'll survive this time round. We've not really touched on how this mid lane is actually going, but it's relatively even in terms of CS. The real big difference here is the fact that Replica has a lot more denies.
In terms of gold, though, it's favoring Replicate by almost by like 200 gold. And I do think that if they both show up in the bottom lane, Forever, he's in trouble.
Yeah, it's Gucci. He manages to get it off. No lockdown there for the Weaver. Instead, they're going to try and get this kill on towards Beat Your Bob. And they will fall down. So first rotation there for Attacker. Does achieve a free kill. Actually still trying to play quite aggressive right now. Forever, Sakuchi's on cooldown for another 2 seconds. Can they find the kill? Shockwave will land. Not going to be enough to get the kill though. But even still, Forever playing very, very aggressively there. That could have been punished hard.
Top lane doing some damage to make away, but he should be fine. Very surprising that Replicate did not choose to rotate. He didn't have any mana, I guess is why. But that you kind of needed him in that situation. That might be the biggest difference between the Nature's Prophet and the Pangolier, is that Nature's Prophet shows up, makes a big difference. Oh, bomb lane. I think he's caught.
And me lingering just a little bit too long there. Not really many resources to work with. Even Monster Kill doesn't have any sort of regen himself, so couldn't achieve all too much in that position. Does just end up being a free kill, as you're mentioning. It looks like we're going to see a rotation coming up from Replicate up to this top lane with the Arcane Rune. Kredos maybe trying to get aggressive here with the Inkswell on top, but not quite predicting this rotation coming through from the Pangolier. That will cause him to end up falling down. Even Meteor Bob denies the retreat there from Menu, and as a result, it's another kill. 2 going over towards Gamax.
Fantastic rotation. Of the two heroes, he can do so much more than Nature's Prophet when he shows up, and he gets 2 bounty runes along the way. That is also very nice for him.
Cha-ching! Money.
500 gold total for his team.
Yeah, that is fantastic. Top of CS, gets a good gank, now top of net worth. All 3 cores here from Gamax in that top 3 position as well. 2,000 gold lead for the whole team to boot. So yeah, this is a very, very fantastic start for themselves. But as we mentioned, they just got to hold on to that lead. Make sure they don't do any sort of silly plays that can end up opening up the map and giving away free resources over towards the side of Riyadh Chefs. So
I like the move by Tidehunter. He's got the Beat Your Hammer, so now he can actually threaten towers if you leave him alone, which is nice. You know, you can start closing the map a little bit mid lane.
Yeah, Replicate in a very dangerous position right now. Damage comes through. The silence will make sure he can't do anything at all. All of his skills were on cooldown. And yeah, very famous. Absolutely nowhere for him to run. And he will just end up being another free kill. That was a very interesting position there for Replicate to be so deep. And there we go. There's the mistakes, which gives free space over towards Riyadh Chefs.
I like how you say interesting. I would have used a very different word, but I guess we are on stream, so we can't say that. Yeah, it was certainly a Very interesting way to play that situation for him. And doesn't throw their lead, but does shrink it by a significant margin. Still top 3 net worth on Gamax, but they're nipping at their heels on the Riyadh Chefs.
Yeah, not too far behind.
Going for,
Who owned me down at the bot lane with the rolling thunder. Yeah, that's going to be a free kill. Absolutely nothing the man could do in that situation to survive. Catapult will die though to the tower, so it's not like there's going to be a huge amount of actual pushing threat coming through here. Monster should be able to put a stop to that pretty easily. But, you know, still a free kill on the enemy offlaner is pretty damn nice. He'll take that.
Yeah, but man, owned me. He's got power treads and wraith bands and a magic wand and 500 gold. That's not much to work with right now. Just had he's only level 5. He's not even level 6 yet, so it's a tough situation. It's 9 minutes in. Of course, he can recover, but tough. But we have a Nature's Prophet. He's going for the Orchid. Oh.
Yeah, it'd be very nice when he gets that item. Be able to find all those free kills across the map. Excel on their global presence. Meanwhile, Monster, attempted to go for the cliff on towards Forever. Not going to land. Ends up just being another free kill going over towards the bug. This thing is getting very scary right now. There's nothing Omi could do, especially without his ultimate. Just has to watch his support die and just run back.
Oh, replicate again.
Deep again. Inkswell will connect. There's no escape. Kratos comes in, gets the final touch as well. I'm just going to head back up towards top to farm. Yeah, replicate. That's multiple mistakes being made right there. Getting caught behind the enemy tier 1. There's only so many times you can do that before you start giving away a huge lead.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, he's a core, so you can't be like, oh, he's making space. Like, it doesn't work that way. You really need your core. And he is sort of the linchpin of their aggression. You can't afford to have the Pango there make these mistakes forever. Walks into the sentry's plan, but it was Shukuchi Stone. It is a max level Shukuchi. You love this as the Rubik. It's such a nice ability to have.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I was going to say, like, to be honest, Monster could probably farm creep waves faster than Own Me can now. Fade Bolt plus Sakuchi, I think that's just a dead wave, isn't it? It's just, you can flash farm if he wants.
Pretty much 325 plus 190. It should be able to. And top lane, are they gonna go for the Tide Hunter? Not really a kill you'll have an easy time getting. But
yeah.
Seem kind.
They were thinking about it. There was a couple of like teleports there from Attacker which he cancelled. I guess they just come to the conclusion that this is a Tide Hunter that we're diving on. We don't have a nearby tier 1. There's no vision, so it would have been a very, very risky play. And I think it was a heads-up idea to not go for that one. Because I feel like some teams, when they see a hero like on their own, and they're like, "We go for it," you know, this is a free kill. But
he must die.
Ended poorly. Yeah, literally, it would have been very bad.
Nah, not Tide Hunter in that situation. He's actually the most farmed hero in the map so far. So Megaway, he's having a fantastic time. And the swap comes out. Should be relatively. Wow.
Okay. They just wanted that guy dead. I mean, getting rid of the Rubik when he has Sakuchi is it does feel pretty nice. Plus that does secure Megaway just to clear up this ancient stack as well. Further his farm. So what is this Tide actually building into next? He's got the pipe and Blink Dagger queued.
I like it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, actually, when you look at one thing for Dire Side, they don't really have. Actually, we might have a fight in the bottom lane. Looks like no. They don't have this massive damage, either physical or magical. So it's like whether he builds a pipe, he can't really build a Crimson Guard. So like, all right, pipe, their limited magic damage is going to be reduced by quite a lot, and it's nice. I like it. I'm not expressing it very well how much I like it, but I do like it quite well.
he likes it, ladies and gentlemen. That's all we need to know. But yeah, like I said, it will definitely mitigate quite a lot.
I don't like that.
No, he's getting dived right now. Egg into his face, plus the Rolling Thunder. Kratos turns up, plus the TP in from Menu. It won't be enough to make sure they get rid of the egg. Menu, that's going to cost him his life. Kratos still trying to get some sort of counter kill. Meteor Bob will fall. Looks like Replicating Forever just going to have to disengage. So ends up being a 2 for 2, but inside of Gamaz, that is a core dying for 2 support. So they'll take that trade.
Yep, they're very happy with that. And the egg almost was able to be popped. I like what Menu did, trying to swap them away from it. Sorry, Meteor Bob was trying to do that. It didn't work, but it does show that, hey, he's trying his best. And That like one day that will work, and you'll be like, oh, what a good move. And Orchid is finished on Nature's Prophet. So now Weaver, beware. He has no Dispel and no way to block. No Lincolns, no Manta, no BKB. So he is quite on the vulnerable side here.
Yeah, I feel like now Owned Me can just drop an RP on towards this Weaver no matter what, and that should just be the Weaver dead, right? Especially now that Owned Me has his Blink Dagger completed, so he's going to be able to find him every single time. I mean, maybe they might even do it to replicate if this Pangolier shows himself in this spot. They might just try and go for that kill instead, but it looks like the rest of Gamax, they're just going to take down the tier 1 mid.
Bottom lane replicates here. Does he want to go for anything here? Doesn't have a whole lot of mana, but does have, okay, he's got a full bottle as well as 11 magic wand charges. Both teams know the other one's there. Yeah, he's going for it. Oh god! Oh no!
Oh, he gets stuck, and Rolling Thunder gets stolen away, which Monster Kill immediately does. Cube versus Bull, which one is more aerodynamic? Well, looks like no one's going to be able to get any sort of connection. Everyone just rolls away from each other. Yeah, up top, Forever gets caught out. Krenos as well as Attacker managing to bring down that one. First shown of the Orchid Malevolence. Perfectly done there from Riyadh Chefs.
Yep, that is what we expected to see. And the great reveal of the Orchid. Oh man, I feel bad. I feel like the whole game I haven't mentioned replicates roll, and then I'm like, oh, he's gonna roll. And he's like, sorry man, I jinxed you. Oh, here we're going. They're very famous.
And me having to try and disengage. Soulbind actually chucked out onto the two of them. But the Fate Bolt that comes through is decent damage, but it was used just to make sure that Owned Me could disengage, you know. That's the life of support, sacrificing yourself to secure the retreat for your cause. He did his job valiantly. Nothing you could really complain about that one.
Unfortunately, you also lose that tower. That is the main tower that Dire uses to contest Radiant Roshans. So it is a bit of a problem. Oh, good jump and swap.
Into the pre-cast as well. Oh, there is going to be the RP on towards 3. Skewered back in towards the tower. Ravage is going to be used. Egg also dropped right now. They're going to focus it down. It's gone in seconds. And now with the respawning of Menu, there is nowhere for Megaway to run. He takes a while to fall there from the Kraken shell, but it doesn't matter. It's a huge kill. And to be honest, that was like a really well-coordinated kill into a really fantastic counterplay. That was beautiful to see.
Yep, we forgot that there's global presence. Spectre and Nature's Prophet. They show, even though Nature's Prophet got hit by the Ravage, the Egg only takes a few hits to die 6, so they were able to get on top of it and bring it down. So well played by Riyadh Chefs, clawing their way back into this game.
Yeah. I love the initial play, though, to start that off. The Tumblr's toy into the swap from Meteor Bob, and also the Meteor Hammer being pre-cast where the Venge already was before the swap happened. That is really fantastic communication and teamwork. Obviously, it doesn't pan out. They all die in the end, but it was still cool. You know, I like it.
Same here. You know, so a lot of people will look at something and say, if it works, it's great. If it doesn't work, it's bad. I'm like, no, it's like the idea behind it has to be the right one. You know, it's like, you know, it's like, oh, Crystal Maiden, Divine Rapier, it worked for me, it's a good idea. It's like, no, it isn't. It's more than that.
But Crystal Maiden, Aghanim Shard, that's a legit.
Oh, no, that's
I pick up there. Meanwhile, Attacker will just get caught out. I mean, we can see if they can get on top of this Nature's Prophet, man, it just disappears. There's no tankability on this hero at all. It's just paper.
Not at all. Alright, Pangolier. And Pangolier's got the Diffusal, which adds damage. He's going to go for the Aghanim, so he's halfway there. So Replicate is going to be able to do a lot of work for him. He already has, but even more so. What are we seeing here for Meteor Bob, Solar Crest, Weaver? He's going for the Manta. He feels like that's the best way to deal with the Orc. No, I like it. You know, you might be able to break the Lincoln Sphere with like a Spectral Step, but you want something else. So the Manta is the best way to go for it.
Yeah, I mean, we got a 3-hero dive underneath this tier 2, trying to get this kill on towards Menu. He'll actually force out the egg to be dropped. Owned Me, ready and waiting. Oh, he steps up a little bit too far. Actually gets caught by the stun, but Monster Kill rolling on through there. Actually gets the stun to Replicate. RP gets dropped. It's going to be the connection onto Meteor Bob. Replicate will eventually die. He got swapped off to the side. Actually, he's just got so many damage barriers coming through. This man's invincible right now.
3 seconds.
Instead, Krenos is actually going to be the one that ends up falling down. Megaway is here as well. Attacker going for the TP out, but there is going to Ravage get the cancel. Stolen away there from Monster Kill. But the immediate purge from the Kraken shell, they're going to keep chase. And eventually, there will be a dead Rubik. Maybe even Menu going to fall here. Gets a stun on towards Forever. A lot of damage with the time lapse. He's going to be fine. Jesus, that was a messy fight.
It was a good use of the egg early on, but unfortunately for Onmi, he walks in just as it's. I like the idea, right? He's like, I'm gonna jump in, rise the egg explodes, and scare him away. It would have been very nice, but he gets hit by the edge of the egg, and isn't able to do that. We didn't have Ravage till about mostly when the fight was dying down. He used mostly just to cancel attacker's TP, so it worked out for them. But Gamax, they walk away happy. They got what they wanted.
Yeah, definitely.
I
feel like... Oh, hang on. In the mid, replicate. Yeah, he's in danger right now. Swap once again is going to be there from Meteor Bob. Going to be able to keep the Pangolier alive. Meteor Bob actually also going to survive somehow. Never mind. One more right click does get the kill. With the Soulbind completely countering out the Rolling Thunder there from Replicate. Onmi is here as well. Blink plus Skewer. Gonna actually just drag Mega Way even closer in towards the attacker. That is not what this Nature's Prophet wanted at all. And eventually he will end up falling down. Sprout actually grabbing on towards Onmi as well. A lot of damage coming towards Replicate, but with that Sunray healing up the Pango continuously, there's nothing Onmi can do. Swashbuckle there from Monster trying to get this kill on towards Replicate, who will eventually fall. Takes a hell of a lot, but in comes Forever to get the final grab. And that's 4 people dead there for Riyadh Chefs.
I love Meteor Bob. Dude, that's 2 times he swaps Replicate when he's about to be in a bad situation. The first time when they fought this, the area where Forever is right now, near that the Dire outpost, he swaps him just as the spells come in and keeps him alive. Just now, the same thing. Like, this guy is so selfless, and this is what his team needs. Replicate, we've seen him. He positions himself badly, loses his life, and Meteor Bob is like, no. You're not costing me my ticket to KL. You know, I'm going to Kuala Lumpur. If I have to literally drag you there. So really impressive play by him.
Yeah, he's definitely trying his best to keep his team in it. I love as well that he's been really on point as well with using the Tumblers toy. Like, I've actually seen him use that multiple times to get himself into a really good position. It just shows you, ladies and gentlemen, sometimes tier 1 items, that's where it's at, man. They're too strong.
They're the good ones, you know. Maybe you don't think, but they're the good I gotta say, there's something I don't mean to criticize, but I'm not sure why the Very Famous took Pupil's Gift as a tier 2 item. Like, it's not really a Phoenix item when you have anything like Valiant Brace, Philosopher's Stone. There are other items that give you some strength, which helps you with your survivability. And he's keeping the Trusty Shovel as well. I like that. Like, just keep digging Bounty Ruins. That's actually better for you overall.
The seeds of fortune.
That's the
small grip.
That's the hallmark of a person who really does play a lot of support. You know, you hold on to that shovel until you actually need every single backpack spot. You get so much value. Even digging salves later on is nice. Yeah, try to go for a grab onto Replicate by the looks, but Haste Rune Pangolier, man, there's no catching this guy. Or is there? He's still close by. Blink is available for Onmi. Gonna jump. There it is, the grab. All the rest of the follow-up coming through. He still has Haste Rune for a couple more seconds. But it's not enough. He will still die. Big kill coming over towards Riyadh Chefs.
You remember in Overwatch, there's a girl who goes, Bob! Bob! And I'm like, oh, yeah, where were you, Bob? Where were you when Gondor called for aid? Or wait, no, it's Rohan called for aid. That was different.
Yeah. Where was he when the Westfold fell? That's the line, Tomo, you know.
That's... Alright, Vengeful Spirits got the shard, by the way, for free from the Tormentor. Great shard. Rubik doesn't have it, by the way. That's one of the things that if you stole it and you had the shot on Rubik, that double stun would have been really nice for you. Said he has Kraken Shell. I mean, sorry, Anchor Smash, which is a thing.
Value? You know? The damage reduction onto the Weaver could be POG, but I'm sure he's just going to try and swap out and get something else as soon as possible. Meanwhile, Akshar does go over towards Owned Meat. So we do have that a little shockwave pull in, pull back sort of thing going on now. It's not exactly the biggest upgrade, but it's all right. It's
cute. It's like it's no horn toss, you know. Like that's the one you want. Well, we have a Spectre. He's got the Manta style. We have Tom Forever as well as the Manta style. So suddenly that jump in with Orchid, not so good. An attacker, he's got the BKB Orchid BKB on the Nature's Prophet. It's like it's fine, but I don't know. Apart from that one kill on the Weaver, we haven't seen Orchid do too much for him.
Not yet. I just have to try it. Maybe literally just going into like the back lines and silencing up Meteor Bob could be big. Yeah, Monster has been caught trying to do some little Sakuchi plays running around, but Yeah, that's not going to work this time round. Called out from 5 heroes. He falls, and as a result, tier 2's going to drop. Do Gamax also now try and shove high ground? Like, they've got Aegis, they've got all their ultimates available. Is this enough just to push up and maybe threaten the barracks?
I think you do want to throw in the barracks. Yeah, like you said, you have all your ultimates. You put him forever in the front. He's got the 2 lives. Even Megaway can just be a little bit behind to use that meteor hammer. It's like, I don't know if you want to go to this long game against a Spectre, Nature's Prophet. It's risky, you know. You could take them. I think there's a lot of chances. Just you're in a good spot. I'd abuse it if I could.
Definitely. I mean, both glyphs used yet again. Where's the actual response here from the side of Riyadh Chefs? There is actually going to be RP, drop from Omi, scooter back towards the tier 4s, into the soul bind as well. It's good connection. It looks like it will actually get the kill on towards Replicate. He has fallen. Egg as well will pop, but everybody just falls back inside from Riyadh Chefs. Not going to get caught out from the stun. And as a result, bit by bit, they are winning this fight. They get the grab as well to the very famous, and it's an absolute disaster. Megaway TP in. Is there any cancel? There is not. 100%. That's a big win there for Riyadh Chefs. And Gamax just overstaying their welcome.
The problem is that Replicate got caught. You don't care if Megaway gets caught. It's fine. You know, he's got the pipe. He's got almost 3,000 health. He's tanky boy. You know, but the Replicate getting caught and Bob was on time to save him, which is not... I mean, I don't point fingers, but you really need your Pangolier to not be the one hitting those towers. Weaver can do it because he's got Aegis, and Tyron can just stay a bit further behind with Meteor Hammer. Your sports can save, but Replicate had no business being there, and he's been replicating his mistakes a lot this game.
I like how you did that. That was very good. But yeah, it has been, you know, for lack of a better word, it feels like it's been chain feeding. You know, I'm just gonna I'll say it as it is. You know, it's a horrible phrase, but yeah, there has been multiple mistakes. And yeah, just positioning so far this game, but it doesn't look like Gamax are really going to be too deterred by the outcome of the last fight. They still have the Aegis, they still have all of their ultimates apart from the egg, so they're just like, alright, let's just go back to mid, keep pushing. And there's still no RP as well for another 30 seconds on top of that, so there is plenty of time to keep taking these objectives. Another tier 2 will fall.
They just need to wait 20 seconds. Don't go up without the egg, you know. It's like don't rush. And they want to go. I think bombs would be a safer option. Make away. Oh wow, he is not durable.
He gets absolutely torn to pieces. The very famous as well. He was trying to sun ray to keep his offlaner alive, but he just ends up dying yet again. And man, this is just the power of a Magnus and the ability to reposition enemies wherever you want. You know, just drags Owned Me miles away from the base. Or they're going to try and grab Replicate. He actually skewers into him, so he can't get the RP to cancel the roll. And it doesn't look like they're going to carry on chasing. Or are they? Owned Me. Blink daggers forwards. But no, Replicate will escape. But at the same time, Monster did also steal the roll in Thunder.
I mean, to be fair, without the jump, it's not nearly as scary without the shield crash. Because then you might be like, oh crap, I'm in a bad spot. And it's a Rubik. So, you know, you have way less durability going in. It's not the biggest deal. It's more like if it's paired up with a good RP. So, plus, I'll be honest with you, a lot of Rubiks when they steal, they don't look as good as the Pangolier. It's like, oh, you know, it's like I'm not used to this turning rate. This is a shit skill.
RP actually used in the mid lane to go straight away on towards Megaway, and that's a free kill. No tight hunter now for 50 seconds. And it looks like maybe they're in a position right now here for Riyadh Chefs to start pushing their own tier 2. Everyone from Gamax is nearby though, so they might still try and defend this despite the fact that they're missing a hero. Immediately there is going to be the jump on towards the Weaver, who is just gone. Owned Me as well, making sure he can get an extra kill on towards Meteor Bomb. Egg has been dropped, but there is nobody around here for Riyadh Chefs. They just disengage. They still get the free kill on towards the Venge. And this is a real terrible situation here from Gamax. They've used several ultimates now, still losing heroes. But it looks like they have managed to keep their tier 2 safe, or have they? There's going to be the skewer back. Immediately another kill. Replicate fall him. Owned Me. You just call this guy collapse. He's an absolute demon.
Yeah. Dude, like this this Silver Edge on the Nature's Prophet has turned Tidehunter into nothing. Like we were talking about him being durable. He is, but only when the Silver Edge is not available. And Replicate, again, way too out of position, losing his life. And they're having trouble. They also have an issue with the Grimstroke. He throws out this Soulbind, and your Pangolier loses so much value. For Gamax, You were what 7,000 gold behind there, 8,000. Oh dear, and very famous is losing his life. Couldn't get a kill on
He's
Monster though.
gone. Yeah, forever the right clicks, they do hurt. But even still, Monster is just able to roll himself away. Megaway is coming through, but he's just too damn slow to get on top of anybody. But at the same time, they did secure their own Wisdom Rune, you know, so making sure that one does not get snatched away. But what were they? At one point, they were ahead by 5,000 gold or something like that. They were ahead by 6,000. They are now behind by 9,000. Yeah, this is not looking great. Just multiple like push attempts that have completely backfired and really set them back here in this game.
I know, and Replicate. I swear to God, I haven't seen him use the Aghanim Scepter. He does have Blink Dagger now on the Pangolier, so it's gonna give him some way of, you know, being like, okay, I don't have to roll in, and I can actually roll, blink on top of the Grimstroke and bring him down. That could be something that they really need. I like that line, that lyrical line, by the way. It's very nice.
It is good. Internet problems, though. Hopefully that is resolved pretty damn quickly. You know, generally you do get a few connection issues when you are doing online sort of games, but yeah, should be resolved pretty damn fast. So I imagine the next big focus from Gamax is probably going to be trying to get second Roche, right? Like, they weren't able to use that first one too effectively, but if they give away the second to Riyadh Chefs, then this game just looks extremely hard for themselves. So they cannot give that one away. And as we were mentioning in the draft, they have fantastic team fight. You know, the Rolling Thunder, Phoenix Egg, the Kraken,
Ravage.
Ravage, that's the bloody word. Forgot about it. So yeah, all these huge ultimates just to make fighting in the pit so easy for themselves and an absolute nightmare for Riyadh Chefs. They should, in theory, be able to secure that one for themselves, but it all depends if maybe someone gets picked off beforehand, in which case, all bets are off. It's probably just going to be a free one for Riyadh Chefs.
Probably. That's the thing, right? It's like, as much as you theory craft, in the end, one guy's out of position, replicate, and then it's like, oh, well, there's the whole plan that we just had. The beautiful idea is completely scrapped. What about, we'll see, Phoenix's Hand of Mice has been put to good use. He is the most farmed sport, but not a whole lot more than the Rubik. And he wants to go for a Shiva's Guard. Okay. Huh. Shiva's Guard. I mean, it's a good item. I'm just surprised that he wants to go for it this game rather than, you know, the Refresher Orb, which is the double egg, is super good.
Yeah, because I mean, like, he has been getting his egg off pretty much every single fight. I don't think there's been a single time where he got burst down before he could actually use it. So, yeah, it feels like the Refresher Orb could be a pretty decent shout there, but yeah, he's clearly deciding to go a completely different route. We'll see how it does pan out in the end. Definitely feels like they need some big turnaround play here to recover this game. I mean, is there like a big item for the Weaver to get that could make a difference here?
Not really. I'm thinking that if it's a big play, that's going to be... I feel like Meteor Bob is going to swap someone. And then you can pick them off, and then you can take the fight 4 versus 5. Or 4 versus 4, because Meteor Bob probably loses his life. Especially, unless he has Aghanim Scepter. But I don't think there's an item that Gamax can get where I'm like, oh yeah, it's on now. You know? Like, beware, Riyadh. So, it's mostly on the plays that they're going to be able to do. Yeah.
I agree, but we are now back underway.
I know you were even off.
Internet problems have gone.
I know you were on camera, right? It's like, wait. Oh, thank God, I didn't do anything. I had itches in some locations, and I was like, I'll wait.
Dig away, mate. Dig away. You know, you've earned that. Scratch yours to your heart's content. I mean, what time is it for you right now? It's pretty damn late, right?
It is 1:50 a.m., but I mean, it's fine. It's good to be here. I just love that I love our producer was like, we're going back in the game. I'm like, we were out of the game, were we?
Got to keep your eye on the stream, my friend. You know, you never know.
Oh, I was in game looking at the items. I love doing that. You know, I was like, oh, that's what they're going for. That's what they think they can work with. Okay, cool. Tyler does have the shard, by the way. We haven't mentioned. I don't think we've seen that in the water so far, but now you can put it on. Yeah, if you can put it on. I think Spectre's probably your best target. Yeah. It doesn't have BKB.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Unless somehow Megaway can react like before the skewer comes out from the Magnus, maybe that could be pretty impactful. But that's quite hard to do. So yeah, I feel like the Spectre is really the only person who's going to make a difference on Nature's Prophet. Like, he doesn't care about moving. He just AFK right clicks, you know? He doesn't give a crap about being leashed.
Anyone you can catch would be pretty good for them. All right, 10,000 gold behind. It's 71% in favor of Riyadh Master. I say that's fair. You know, it's like 70%.
Oh,
like, yeah, more likely.
You did it! You did it! You said Riyadh Masters! I'm not the only one, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, okay, I'll be honest with you. It's actually not the first time I did. You just didn't catch me the first time. This is the second time I did. Oh, forever.
Let's get catched, but yeah, good swap there from Bob yet again. Always pulling his cause out of danger. So there is RP down, which is pretty big. Monster kill as well with the Rolling Thunder, but he's not going to be able to find anybody. So, you know, that's a small win maybe from Gamax, forcing out that RP. Provides a little bit more security for the other cores the next minute or so.
I love it. 3 cores show up, not a single dust between them. And they're like, oh, maybe we should buy it. You know, why can't one of the slaves do it? Like, hey, get you up everywhere. And just like that, they spot makes out alive. And yeah, my wife actually, she was watching the stream early. She said, you said Riyadh Masters and you were bullying the other guy for it. I'm like, quiet. I don't want them to hear our messages. So this is the second time I say it.
See, she's got my back. You know, she ain't putting up with your crap, Tomo, your lying, your deceit. I got you. I know your number.
All I did was mispronounce the name. Come on.
I'm not going to let you forget, though. That is the thing. But even still, second Roshan respawning in 3 seconds right now, and already Gamax are in a good position. Oh, forever! Yes. Oh, he walks out just a tiny bit too soon. Does he go back in to check? He does not. But maybe that's actually a blessing, because everyone from Riyadh Chefs is also coming in right now. So maybe if they started it, they could have been caught out. But actually saying that, Roshan probably would be nearly dead with the amount of minus armor they have already. True. They still haven't even checked it.
Oh, come on, Mitchell Bob, just roar on it. You know, for God's sakes, somebody throw a fire spit. And they're like, all right, this is an awkward smoke. You know, it's like smoke into Roshan that you were just next to.
Roche didn't see it coming, mate. It's the big gank. But everyone is here from Riyadh Chefs. This Roche is dying so damn quickly. It's just got the amount of minus armor that is there. OB though, he was thinking about going for the jump, doesn't do it. Instead, his blink gets cancelled, so he can't make any sort of move. The soul bind gets kind of cancelled out from the egg that gets dropped right now. And everyone from Riyadh Chefs is kind of in awkward positions. The 2 supports not having a hope in hell's chance of surviving this one. It's eventually Menu. Okay, he will be caught and found. On the flip side, they did get the kill one towards the Venge, but it doesn't matter. That's a big win there from Gamax. Cheese and Aegis plus 2 support kills. They'll take that any day of the week.
Great egg, by the way. He got the soulbind off it, but he was able to egg anyway. Didn't care. Top lane replicate. I don't know if you want to be dancing with the... Or do you? Yeah. You have Ravage. Oh, no, you don't.
He's just standing his ground. A lot of damage coming through, plus the roll from Forever. Gonna keep chasing forwards right now. Replicate will die. One more right click gets the kill. Elsewhere, Attacker also got a solo onto the very famous. That if you're Gamax is very awkward. 3 cores against 1, and the 1 was able to win. Oh, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt.
Now I remember what I wanted Phoenix to buy. Yule Scepter. It's like, it's very shocking to me that he has the Shiva as a god rather than Yule Scepter, because he is getting pretty controlled by them, and the Orchid also is being a big counter for him. So, and the pause comes out with standard, Forever as usual, very pissed with his team.
Very angry. I mean, also, it's kind of interesting because Replicate, he had cheese, but he didn't use it. I don't know if maybe he didn't realize it was actually in his backpack and he swapped it for the magic wand or something, but it didn't swap fast enough and that's why he died. I'm not too sure, but yeah, that's quite a big mistake.
It is. It cost him his life and then potentially a kill on the Spectre. Alright, Meteor Bob, he is 1,000 gold away from the Aghanim Scepter, which I feel like he really needs. He's been throwing his life away to save people. I mean, it's his job, but you'd love to swap and not instantly die. You know, it's like, ow! Yeah. We still got value. Could put that Philosopher's Stone right where that Psychic Headband is and reap it, you know, swim in gold, basically.
Yeah, maybe he's just expecting some sort of fight to come his way. Okay, now he will finally swap it. I mean, the extra cast range for, like, swaps onto your teammates are pretty damn handy, though. OB going for a very aggressive skewer play right now. There isn't really that much follow-up for the rest of the squad. Or is there? The damage just comes flying out. Both supports are gone. Replicate with the Rolling Thunder going in deep, but unfortunately, it's too little too late. The other two cores are staying a mile away. His roll will end, but he does escape. OB though jumps in with the RP. Megaway able to avoid it with his own blink at the very least, but it doesn't matter. It's another kill for Riyadh Chefs, and here comes the push onto the tier 3.
Oh man, maybe they should rename themselves Riyadh Masters actually at this point. But that was a lot of mistakes from Gamax. They could have just let the Vengeful Spirit die, but instead the jump in by the Phoenix with no egg. He was 5 seconds away, and then replicate. I told, man, I felt in my bones. I was like, he's not rolling far enough. He's not retreating early enough. And then you can see Magus was like, yeah, let me just go RP and bring him back in the last second. That's at least 1 lane of rags, potentially 2.
Yeah, they're going to try it. Still 30 seconds without the Pango, but they're going for a 4-man smoke move. The nice dodge there of the stun, but even still,
hey, that's the anchor.
Spectre in danger. The anchor, yeah, there is just no way to escape. Kratos goes down. There's a lot of gold there as well, but unfortunately, it actually goes towards the support Phoenix rather than one of the cores.
It's still worth it. I mean, the Phoenix is still a hero that you want to get. You want to give him if you can. But yeah, it would have been better if someone else got it. Maybe he'll buy a Yule Scepter, because if he had it, he could have been able to swap the catch the Grimstroke. It's a nice bandage over an amputation.
Attacker. Alright, trying to take the building, actually baits out the Ravage, BKBs, gets the building and TPs out. Also forces so many TPs back. What an absolute baller play there from Attacker. That's huge.
Dude, look, I mean, he deserves, okay. He makes Nature's Prophet look flashy. Like,
yeah, he was saying it's not the flashiest, but he makes it work somehow. Meanwhile, Owned Me a Monster. Sort of playing around with 3 heroes there on the side of Gamax, but won't overstay their welcome. And yeah, that was huge, man. That was massive.
He gets the Orchid on the bench, so he doesn't get swapped, because that's the only thing he could stop him with doing BKB. And he just makes that off. Wow, what the hell? Did you see the damage?
Yeah, what? He doesn't even have a crit. What was that?
I mean, the first one took about, like, I don't know, like 300-400 health, and the second one just got him like with a hit. What was that? Holy moly. Yeah, well, no crit, no nothing.
I suppose the Rubik is pretty squishy, not much armor, only 1800, but even still, that was
yeah, 2
insane.
Hits, a Rubik. It was pretty good. Attacker, he's there.
I suppose the Geminate attack damage, and then also having the shards. So you like double it? I don't know. Maybe that was it. Yeah, up top. Very famous Orchid. Yeah, that's going to be enough.
Hey,
it's being a free kill.
You know what's an item that would have helped? A freaking Yule Scepter.
Maybe you should send him a private message to Tomo. Be like, you ever heard of this item?
I actually could, you know, after this game. But then again, he's a lot more famous than I am, and I would like to have a career. So, but I mean, he went for the more ballsy item with the Shivas and the Hex. Oh, he queues up Yule Scepter. Thank God. Oh, thank God, finally.
Hey, there you go. You know, he's watching the stream, you know, because it was about 5 minutes ago you said he should get the Yules. So timing works out.
It does work out. And also, we really need to talk to our admin team. You know, like, guys, come on, we can't do that. Meet your Bob. He's got the items. That's nice. That's
he does.
Much needed. Oh, okay. Attacker. I thought he was going to do that.
Yeah, that is definitely going to be pretty damn big. Obviously, he's been doing tons of swap saves this entire game, but the fact that now he can actually do something after that is going to be pretty impactful. As long as if it doesn't just immediately die again, you know. It is still pretty damn squishy, so it's going to be susceptible to just getting deleted 2 times in a row. But we'll see what he's going to be able to do with that one. The Aegis as well on the Weaver, it timed out without being used, like, which is kind of awkward. You know, you're the team on the defensive, you have the Aegis, and yet you get no value out of it. It feels kind of rough. Meanwhile, yeah, Meet Your Bob is just dead. The illusion doesn't last long at all.
That's the worst situation, obviously, when you have the Agons, right? It's like you think, oh, maybe I'll be able to stay long in the fights, then you get picked off, you're like, ah, crap, and I got no value, no one was there to back you up. Well, unfortunately, he's also got the Philosopher's Stone in the backpack. You can equip it Come on, Bob. You got it. Efficiency.
The efficiency, it's too good. Meanwhile, down at the bottom, what isn't good is just how quickly Megaway gets peeled apart. Griddles as well as attacker make quick work of the Fishman, and he will fall. And now it's a 3 versus 5. There is a buyback at the very least here for the Tides. There is a jump in deep here from Moonby, trying to go for a kill. Has to pop the BKB defensively. The RP was also used. He was look up. Much Megaway is diving in, trying to get some sort of counterplay. But he will be forced back at the same time. Attacker doing casual Nature's Prophet split push things. Actually going to get found in the trees. Just goes for a BKB TP away. We'll make it.
Alright, they need to get Basher on replicate. Oh, what's that? That is a frustration Ravage if I've ever seen one.
Oh, an immediate tip as well coming out from Kredos. Oh, that's gotta hurt. So that is gone. 2.5 minutes, and there's OwnB for the big punish. Like, oh look, he has no Ravage. What is he gonna do here apart from die? And that is all he will do. Gone for 2 minutes as well. They got the grab on towards the Forever with the Sakuchi. He's fast enough to run away. There is going to be the second RP from OB. Lands onto the supports who die immediately. They are gone. Forever as well, trying to make some sort of play happen. Swap from Meteor Bob's illusion, but it doesn't do anything. And there it is. GG is called. And Riyadh Chefs take the series 2-0.
I'm very convinced. Dude, like, it's so much of the same script that we saw in game 1. Gamax, they do really well in the laning phase, and this game even better. Like, it wasn't even just laning phase. Like, they were able to get a 5,000 gold